so that the water would flow down the sides of the road. And every milestone on the road showed the distance from Rome. So a Roman mile was 1,400 straight ahead of us with the archway. This is the bus station. If you were taking public transit and you didn't want to take the shuttle bus, this is huge structure right ahead of us is new. Medium. It's quite the structure, and if you look behind there, you see the statue of Mary Magdalene. And if you're driving by here at night, which we will be in a couple of hours, she appears to float because they just light her up and they don't light up the pedestal, so she looks like she's just floating in the air. Here you have the many flags of all the nations. Of course, we're getting ready for the World Cup here, so there's a lot of excitement and a lot of wonderful things happening. And hey, we're going to miss all the traffic because we're going to miss all the World Cup games, which is very good for us. Now there are 17 Now, the very special thing about these columns is if you stand directly in the center, they all join up and it looks like just one's a great foundation.
That is the Vatican City.
Une rangée de colonnes, d'accord? Et quand tu vas un peu plus loin, tu vois qu'il y a toujours trois.
That's the Holy Door, which the Pope opens once every 25 years. The statue of Maria holding Jesus.
Of each one of them is decorated with two winding columns. You see the winding columns? Well, those columns are the canopy of the Basilica of the time of Constantine. Coming from the Imperial Palace in Constantinople and used for the decoration of the Basilica. And when Bernini was appointed to the new canopy, he was just carving the old one.
And that's the doors of death. That just show us different ways of dying. Hanging like Mussolini. All different ways of death. That's Cain and Abel fighting. They're very large doors.
Exactly as you have seen the movie Ben-Hur. You can just move a little more. This is the 1,000 people at a time. You have to imagine the majority of Romans coming here and betting on horses all the time and getting drunk, afterwards drinking their favorite drink called idromele, that was wine fermented a second time with honey. So quite a strong drink.
Senate and dedicated to the emperor. We see the prisoners coming from ancient other arches from the Forum of Trajan, reliefs going back to the age of Constantine and to the age of Trajan and Marcus Aurelius, older than 1st century AD instead of 4th, and reminds us of the conquest of Jerusalem. The original part is only the inner one. Outside is a restoration done in travertine, while the original is marble. And inside has been represented the original menorah, the candlestick with 7 arms, symbol of Jerusalem. Then you see the largest temple in ancient Rome, the big one there. Half of it is still empty, I mean, it's still ruins, while the opposite side has a church set inside the temple. The church in which Romans are going to have their car blessed on the 9th of March, the day of the saint, Santa Francesca Romana, and then they drive as you have seen. That's because they are blessed inside here, outside. The reason of building the Colosseum is a political one. The Emperor Nero, after the fire was destroying the city, was replacing his own palace damaged by the fire by a big villa, and the entrance hall was sleeping while. Because the games usually would last 2 or 3 days on end, not 2 or 3 hours, as you can imagine at first. And there is a good reason, I'll tell you why. Top of the Colosseum, there was room for foreigners and women. According to the laws of Augustus, years before the Colosseum was built, the women were the cause of troubles in public buildings.
Didn't they go loose back then? Eh? Feeding people lions and stuff.
This, I didn't realise they had an underground sort of like this where they all
Yeah, this is
sorted
the
out.
top floor and the Barbie.
Yeah, that'd be good, mate. Some days looking at like
There's some other big tall dude there.
this is what I kept it.
Yeah.
Oh, when I came in, this is strange. They must be running around and chasing me.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you know. Then you see it on movies, it was all flat. So they had lifts them days too. Yeah.
Is built, the monument is built with marbles from North Italy. The chariots of victory up on top.
Third of it. Forum needs more explanation. At the beginning, it's a market square, a meeting point for people selling shoes and cabbages and whatever. Any simple requirement was violent. Oh, when Rome became an important city, the center of the empire, as big as you have seen in the maps, Forum means no more there. It means big square been at the beginning just a marshy valley. And when the people were meeting, women and men and so on, the three hills are this one, Capitol, the Quirinal behind the markets of Trajan, and the Palatine behind there. It's from that tree. You see the laurel tree at the bottom of the temple. The temple is the temple built at the beginning of the 5th century BC in honor of Saturn, which is the father of all gods. Now back to the Vatican, as quick as possible. Are not due to recent times. The bronze was recuperated
by the Romans themselves when they were in need of weapons to throw outside the city walls to defend the city from invaders. And this was happening in the 6th century AD, when they were recuperating and making the whole.
That's the Sistine Chapel from the outside.
Why do they not let people video?
Oh, it's just not good.
What's that?
I don't know why.
But I mean, the flash is damaged things, I can understand that, but the video shouldn't.
Timothy's coming.
Yeah.
That's the bit you always say, reaching out to...
I think he designed the dome part or something, didn't he? Inside. There's something with it. I wasn't really one.
There were a lot of people unemployed. They were just trying to keep the empire together, or what was left of it. And there's nothing much to do than go to the chariot races or sit around the baths, and those are some of them.
It's got the kettle on there.
Pray, to worship, are the tombs of the popes and saints buried here. Especially in this part of the gallery that we can see now. First of all, the crypt of the popes, so called because 9 popes were buried here, and afterwards the crypt of Saint Cecilia.
What's that? Just a model, is it? Yeah.
So that was from...
Okay. Now we're at the end of this. These galleries go on for kilometers in the sort of labyrinth, more or less they're all the same as the city floor. Fortunately, we have those gates along the way. Okay, we can only visit 300 meters of galleries, not more. Downstairs is really difficult.
What were we trying to get out of?
The catacombs.
The catacombs. We hooked it on the concrete fence.
This is the courtroom in Rome. Nice little fountain outside of the court.
Io sto dietro a Piazza dei Dori. Dietro a Piazza dei Dori sta Viale Fonte.
No! No! È lui, Luciano! Ciao, dove vai?
It's the Victor Emmanuel Monument.
Però non era quella, l'hanno cambiata adesso
This is the Pantheon, and it's starting to rain. We're on our way to see John Paul the Pope. And Ellie says hello. This is the map we're following, and we're sort of lost. That's where the stone of faith is, where you have to put your hand in the face on a rock, and if the mouth comes down on your hand, it means you've been faithful. And it's also where the Vestal Virgin used to stay. So,
We're going to Cannes, show everyone that this is Julius Caesar's Forum. Don't know how old it is. Do you remember?
no.
It's very old. Extremely.
Now we're looking at the Roman Forum, which is just to the right. We've just discovered another ruins, but we're not sure of what it is. It's near the Victor Emmanuel Road, some sort of forum, but like I said, we don't know where it is.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Tu di festa. Sì, Tu Luigi and his woman. He's on the Ooh la la!
Is it that bad? It's pretty bad. Oh no. How bad is it? Put it this way. Oh, the guy that was there before me. I'm the guy that was there before him. that a church or a castle?
Valley, because of north of the mountains, south of 2 miles, for range of peninsula, and the city here. The city that incorrectly, the visitors say destroyed by the lava. Destroyed. Okay. The town is still here, has never been destroyed. Waters in the streets, the white waters, pluvial waters from the houses, from the shops. And when the streets were wet, pedestrian crossing. In Greece too? You go? Yeah. Good. The temple is so safe for the architecture, for the economy. Pronti. Well, you see, once a year in the public bath.
Yeah, there's. Oh, they knew the melting point of the lead to make the joints.
Or the garden for the outdoor game. This one here includes also a part of the dressing rooms on the sides, in the center, and off when the tragedy started. But they decide to stay into the houses because they feel safe. Or they decide.